Morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Vincent. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you back.
I think we need to talk about headline news today.
All right, let's hit the headlines.
Because it talks about the MTR report last week.
Yep.
And it said there's a translation error.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
it just doesn't seem to end, does it?
the chairman of the investigative committee keeps saying, or kept saying.
No, this is Fred Ma you're talking about?
Yes, I'm talking about
Fred Ma.
That there is inadequate workforce.
Okay.
But, however, today, Ming Pao dig up the English report, and it said inadequate work fronts, not workforce.
Okay.
So, workforce is one word.
Yeah, I know what that's all about.
Work front, two words.
Right, and that's not a term I'm familiar with.
It's an engineering term.
Is it? Okay.
It's engineering. It's just kind of like stage front.
Right.
Storefront.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
War front.
Presumably, yeah, where they're doing the digging, wherever the action's happening.
Yeah, the front.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So which
front is also coastline, right? The
can be. Yeah. Absolutely.
Front.
So which one's authoritative? Is it the English version or the Chinese version?
Well, Fred Ma is on vacation now,
so nobody can ask him. Presumably, somebody knows what language it was written in first. I know.
Well, the MTR spokesperson said the English version is
the authoritative.
The authoritative.
And then they translate
which
it from
is,
that.
in a way, which is quite problematic in the post-97 Hong Kong.
I guess so. But my wife had this experience when she was doing farming, when she was still in the healthcare business, because she would go to China, to go in Guangzhou, and they were speaking in Cantonese, and they would bust out all these terms for things, and you know, she realized that in Hong Kong, for technical terms, we often, even when we're speaking in Cantonese, we use the English because that's everybody's educated.
That's true.
Even though they have technical terms in Cantonese for these things, and I'm wondering, like in Hong Kong, it's not unusual to have things done in English, but I mean, that's a real problem. So what's the problem? Is it an inadequate workforce, or are they screwing up the work front? Like
inadequate work fronts is the working area too small.
Right.
Like inadequate stage front. So you leave too small a space for the actors. Now you have an inadequate work fronts.
Yeah.
It means it does not have sufficient space for the work. For example, you may have large pieces of equipment or steels. If you have inadequate work fronts, then you can only accommodate one equipment at a time instead of two.
Right.
Then it will slow down the process.
The workforce is completely
inadequate workforce is a completely different thing.
So which is it? Have they figured it out yet?
They said work fronts.
Work fronts.
They said work fronts.
Okay. Because of course the argument that there's insufficient workforce plays into many other issues in Hong Kong related to, of course, the big battle over labor importation, which looks like it might get a green light.
Well, it's a different battlefront.
Right.
Well, front will be the key word for today. Front with an S.
Yeah.
Work fronts.
Work fronts. And, people should check that out.
So, on the news fronts, what do we have?
News front today, there's going to be a meeting of the panel of Constitutional Affairs where Carrie Lam, Raymond Tam, Rimsky Yun are going to get up and talk about this report they sent to Beijing.
Yep.
And, of course, they're going to get hammered. There's just going to be hammer. Even though there were some somewhat conciliatory moves made over the weekend, this whole pan-Democrats can be patriots too. James Ting coming out of that meeting yesterday with the central authorities. So, I don't know, but I still think there's going to be fireworks today, and people are going to be hammering away on this report.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, and I think, but this idea that...
So I am going to interview the Undersecretary for Constitution and Mainland Affairs Bureau. You know who?
I should know this. Okay, hit me.
You know?
I'm blanking. Oh, you?
No, Lao Kong Wah.
Oh, yeah.
Lao Kong Wah is...
if I did that, I'd get in trouble making a face like that. Not anybody. But you can do it.
Okay.
But, I think people should be looking out for that. And I'd be curious, when you get them on, ask them if they've figured out a way to test patriotism yet. Everybody's still kind of wondering what exactly that is.
The Patriot test?
Yeah, the Patriot test. The Patriometer.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they hook it up to your fingers or hook it up to your heart, because that could be a little painful. But, ask them if they've figured out how to measure that yet, because I'm still in the dark about that one.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you bet. Good to see you, Vincent. Glad to have you back.